National Football League. Welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Pittsburgh. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
Couldn't ask for a much better performance to start your season than what this guy did last week. But now remember, Mike, the only problem with having such early success is that's what's expected of you every single week for the rest of the season. Now, I'm not sure anybody is able to play at that level that consistently. This guy's able to find that rhythm week in and week out. Man, this team's going to be a tough one to beat. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. They'll try and play with some pace early on.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dragon 60.
To throw again is Milroe. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Milroe going to throw it again. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Another Seahawks, first down.
Milroe going to look to run it himself. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Walker. will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 2. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener, and you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called in the rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 30.
The motion man here is Woods. He'll run again.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after one, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for Seattle. A gain of 48. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now it's Milroe. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's in. What a drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Seahawks. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Okay, break. Come on, go.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Milroe. Moving left. He's going to run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it, and he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
Try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line. It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they do not cut into the deficit. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. A run with Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now a fourth down for veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Riggs. 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 47 yards.
Viking,
47 yards.
60.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Milroe. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Connect. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Here's Milroe to throw. He got it with Smith and Jigba. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The Seahawks
79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap
1st
60.
and 10 at the 14-yard
To the air, it's Milroe. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. To the goal line and in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Steelers 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 3rd down and 9. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Very
Pittsburgh.
one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Seven Pirates. Panther 11. Ready?
Milroe. And he's going to be taken down to 37. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seattle.
Cut 19. 79 Broncos.
Now Milroe on first down. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Here we go. Fourth down. It's Milroe. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Go check.
First down, Seahawks.
Rig alert. 70 Timberwolves.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he is out of bounds. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Practice Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That's going to be incomplete. Upper very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5.
Here we go. Cut 19. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Pearsall again. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Let's go. Hey, check that, check that. Hop. Check. Hut. Check out.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Pushed back to the 11-yard line for second and goal.
60 average. 60 average.
Regular play action now with Milroe. Now he'll run it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On third and goal, Milroe. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on?
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man's got it. That's Chark. Still going. And he will go all the way. DJ Chark. Touchdown Steelers. Aaron Rodgers' career touchdown throw 504. But number 1 as a Pittsburgh Steeler. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Milroe. Flush to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. That's the four-time All-Pro T.J. Watt. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season. Now Milroe facing third and long. This one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs.
Look at him go! And he will score! Deontay Johnson, touchdown Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. That's caught by Harrison right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Dragon 60, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Now Milroe. Pass caught by Pearsall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out to his right. And he will score! Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pass brought in by Carter. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Oh, wide open is Johnson. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
88. And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down. Here's Rodgers. And that is caught on fourth and goal. They got it. DJ Chark. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A 6-yard pickup.
To the air, it's Milroe. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Ready?
The Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
19 Lions. Let's go now.
Was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
60 average. 60 average. Not saying 19.
To throw again is Milroe. Flushed to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. On first down, it's Milroe.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up.
This is hard toward the side of the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Rodgers to the outside, complete to Johnson. Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Rodgers.
The 32-yard line.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
58.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. Here's first and 10.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
He'll get up and spike it with a half minute left to play in this one. Second down, Rodgers. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Makes it third and 8.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Come on. Dragon 60, 60 Eagles, 60, 19 Lions. Ready.
Here's Milroe to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And another score in another good. Now, how about this? It's a fake. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.